Hey everybody, welcome back once again for yet another thrift haul. They've been coming at you pretty fast and furious lately. What can I say? I've had a couple of really good opportunities to get out thrifting. Today was no different. So this was a thrift haul from Saturday, January 14th. We went out and we hit 6 different shops. Just a whole line of them up this one road basically. And didn't get a ton of items, but got some pretty good stuff. Overall, it was like, one of those days where it's not, hitting just great item after great item, so you're not super excited as you go, but then, you wrap it up at the end of the day and you're like, this was pretty damn good. So that's kind of where we're at. Without any further ado, let's just get at it, see what I got here. And first up is this Athleta full zip kind of running jacket. Really nice condition. Picked up these Levi's 501s. They're women's 501s with the button fly, but they're also this like two-tone. The one, well, the light's kind of bad here, but this side's kind of white, and then the light wash blue. So just thought they were kind of unique. Figured I would give those a go. And then got 2 pairs of these. These are the brand Wilson, and they are baseball pants, new with tags. And one is in a size large and the other in an extra large. So just grabbed both of those, new with tags. It's it's the middle of winter, but baseball season coming up in the spring, somebody will probably grab those. This was a great find. This is a We the Free hoodie. So We the Free. And I was looking up comps on this, and so We the Free, like Free People hoodies, can do extremely well. And some of the comps for very similar ones were over $100. Yeah, that was cool. I broke one of my own rules today. I typically stay away from things like J. Crew and other brands similar to that, but this was a women's pants. They're wool blend pants, and they're in this plaid. And I just felt like it was worth looking up. So I checked some comps on it, and you know what? They were selling for really good money. So I decided to grab them and just test it. Just test the waters a little bit. Jamie saw this. This is really cool. This is our first kilt. I don't know if it's like an actual kilt or it's like a kilt-inspired skirt, but in any case, it is, I think it's just like a kilt-inspired skirt, but it's pretty cool, and it is a wool blend, and looking up comps, it looks like it could be worth a decent amount. These, not 100% sure what their value is. It's just the brand BDG, which is Urban Outfitters brand, but they are new with tags, although the tag has been torn. But they're like legit bell bottoms, like it's not just like a taper. Like these are actually like, retro inspired actual bell bottom pants. And this really nice pattern with a floral detail there. So Jamie picked these out and was like, you know what? I just got a feeling about these. And there's definitely some value there. They may not sell quickly, but definitely worth picking up. So again, kind of one of these things that we're sort of just testing, just to see what happens. Got a pair of Carhartt. The FR means like fire resistant, so a pair of these Carhartt fire resistant pants. Nothing special about them, they're just in like a navy, but these definitely bring in some good money. And then found another pair of Ariat jeans. So I picked up another pair of these Ariat M4s recently, and these are in a bigger size. I think these are 44 if I'm not mistaken. No, 40-36, but yeah, really nice jeans, and in Canadian money could be like, $50-60 bucks. Let's see. Don't pick up a lot of Ralph Lauren stuff, but this was a nice blazer. This is a women's blazer. It's got, like, you can feel it's got the shoulder pads there, but this is a Ralph Lauren wool blazer, and it's 100% merino wool, And so I looked it up, and similar ones to this, very much like this, were doing really well. Good sell-through rate and good money. So decided to pick it up. This was a cool piece. This is what I believe is a vintage Harley Davidson tee. It's got a nice big graphic on the back there. And this is Harley Davidson Cafe. And this one is for Las Vegas. And I believe it is vintage because it's the single stitch and also made in USA, but I'm going to take a closer look at that. But really cool graphic, and it's a great size too. This is a 2XL. Another one of Jamie's finds. This is a really cool one. So she's like, hey, there's a North Face jacket over here. Not only is it a North Face, it is a mashup with Cryptic. And some of these, honestly, some of these are like $150 to $200. Now this is a women's extra small. So it may, value might go down a little and it may take a while to sell, but just a really cool, colorful winter coat. So even if it's like, 75 or something, that's still definitely worth it. Have been staying away from Lucky Brand a little bit, just want to like let them sell off a little bit, but got these nice button fly ones, but they're actually also new with tags. So they're the skinny high-rise, the Bridget model. So because they were new with tags, figured I'd pick them up. And it's got a vintage PGA Tour kind of pullover V-neck golf sweater in a 2XL. Should do really well. Jamie found that as well. She also found this vintage starter kind of crew neck lightweight jacket for Michigan State, I guess. So I'm guessing Michigan State University or something like that. I don't really know, but yeah, it's in great condition. Starter stuff, man, like that takes me back. I saw this and thought it was really interesting because it's got this, it's got this Velcro pouch here on the front. So I looked it up, big Norwegian flag there, and this geographical Norway. There's not a lot of listings, but coming from Europe and stuff, there's a lot of comps that have very high value and pretty decent sell-through rate. It's just not a lot listed, and actually I don't think there's any listed in North America. So figured I'd take a chance. I think that only cost me like $250 because that was from Salvation Army. Another one that Jamie found, this is a really cool Harley Davidson shirt. So this is, it's got just a small detail there for Cancun, Mexico, but it's got like, the slash opening sleeves and like open on the back there as well, but it's also got all this fringe detail and a huge detail on the back there. I mean, that's really cool, and it is a size 2XL. So great size and a million different things going for it. Excited to get that listed and see how it performs. And then, oh yeah, I just found these like snow pants, these Resell snow pants in a women's size large. So they are the Omni Shield, waterproof and breathable. Yeah, just, only cost a few dollars, so pretty much had to give them a shot. Resell's a good brand for, you know what, great segue. Resell's a great brand for boots, so I also picked up these Resell boots, and they are like new. I mean, look at that. Seriously. So picked these up. These are the felt-lined version. Yeah, there we go. That was a good segue into that. Got this REI, Recreational Equipment Inc. Just like fleece vest, men's vest in a big size. Should do well. Got a new with tags, Ralph Lauren, almost like a, and just a soft pant, like a dress pant sort of, in a size 14. So these are, yeah, these are the Sanderson Classic Trouser, they're called. And they have a price tag of $129 US. So, you know what, at least gonna get probably $50 Canadian for them, I would assume. So we grabbed those. I think that was another one of Jamie's finds. I was getting a little bit desperate early on and didn't have a whole lot, you know, really wasn't finding a whole lot. And not to say that these are at all a desperation one, because they will sell and they'll do pretty well, but just kind of like the most normal thing I picked up today probably is this, like, just Eddie Bauer women's jeans, and they're just like the slightly curvy boot cut. I mean, these will definitely sell. I've sold a couple pairs just like this already, but yeah. And then found another pair of Carhartts. These are kind of like a beige, khaki colored. They call them the loose original fit. I actually have a Poshmark order right now for a pair just like this, but in like a gray color. And so those need to be packed up and mailed out after the weekend. This is, what is this? Oh, this is Ibex. So Ibex is a cool brand, and you know, performs pretty well. It's just like a women's polo sort of deal, but Ibex is, I don't know, I would say it's comparable brand to like a Smart Wool or something like that. And yeah, saw that, looked it up and realized that's easily like 40 bucks. So, and then found this pair of these Mavi jeans. So I've sold a few pairs of Mavi jeans already. These are the James Skinny. So these might not perform as well as a couple of the other models like the Jake and the Zach, but they're in really nice condition. Mavi jeans definitely have a good following, and the price was right. Another pair of Carhartt jeans. These ones are actually new with tags, and did pay up just a little bit for these. Paid $10 for these, but I mean, a new with tags Carhartt, like some places are pricing all Carhartt at like $20 for even for like pre-owned. So to find a new with tags, the rugged flex relaxed fit low rise 5-pocket tapered jean is what it says for $10. I mean, this will be no problem to sell these for like 50 bucks or so. What have we got here? Oh, this is like a just, you know, kind of like a lightweight Prana pant. They're actually size large. And I think these got rung in as like sleepwear, so I only paid, you know, maybe $3 or $3.50 or something. Oh, and Jamie found these. This is kind of cool. I've never seen this brand in pants before that I can recall, but Maeve by Anthropology. So this is just a, you know, a red pair of pants. Not much else to say about it, but again, haven't seen this brand in pants before, so not all Maeve does amazingly, but figured, you know, pretty much have to pick that up. I'm sure that they will sell for well more than we paid for them. And this is just an Eileen Fisher, just basic open cardigan. And if you know Eileen Fisher, you know. Not much else to say. Here we have, oh yeah. So I was really selective with the amount of pants I was getting today, and but since linen just continues to sell in the middle of winter here, I did pick up these J. Jill linen, kind of like shorter, kind of cropped pants here. I mean, they'll probably sell quicker than the Carhartts, which makes no sense to me because it's the middle of the winter, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. And then Jamie found, this is a cool find because this is the first I found of anything in this brand, but Jamie found these Tory Burch pants. So they're just like a basic, you know, kind of khaki pant or whatever, or like, yeah, but they're in excellent condition and they're a size 4, so a bit of a smaller size, but I mean, I just don't see Tory Burch, so That's amazing. And you know, the comps were anywhere really when she was looking it up. It looks like some Tory Burt's pants going anywhere from like $40 to $100, some even more. You know, these are pretty basic, so maybe they're on the lower end, but still really cool. And then we've got, oh, just a pair of Madewell jeans. Sold a couple pairs of Madewell so far, so I'll pick it up if I see it. And then this was another item I grabbed from a new with tags rack, and I did pay $10 for this. This is the brand Carbon. And Carbon is a kind of like ski and snow brand. And when looking at like their snow pants and ski pants, they would actually comp out brand new with tags for like $150 up to like $200. These are more of like the mid layer, sort of almost like a legging type of deal, but they are thermal. But new with tags, paid 10 for them. They've got to sell for at least 50. And one more item I see that I dropped on the floor down here was this one I also grabbed from the new with tags rack, and this was a Spanx bra, the pillow cup, in a 34C or something like that. And yeah, so a brand new Spanx bra. I mean, when I looked up the comps for this, it looked like, you know, $50, $60. I figured $10 was well worth it. I mean, it'll very quickly sell if I price it at like 30 or 40. So I'm guaranteed to make some money. I stopped and I looked at some ties because after seeing one of the recent videos from Resells, Natalie and Will, I decided, you know what, I should probably look at ties more often because I have found a couple in the past that had some value. This one here is in M. Kunstler, I believe it is, but it's a silk tie, and it's got, so just a little bit on the back here. Considered America's greatest historical artist, Mort Kunstler is known for his extraordinary accuracy, perfection, and realism. And this is one of the, you know, his pieces of art on a tie, basically. So it's a silk tie, and it's, what is it, like horses, Iron Horses, Men of Steel, Winchester, Virginia, June 1861. So when I looked this up and I was reading about it and learning about it, I actually just thought it was really cool, but it also might be worth into triple digits. So that was another reason I picked it up. Let's face it, that was the main reason I picked it up. But the first tie that I saw was actually this Vineyard Vines tie, and it's the Vineyard Vines Custom Collection, and it is for new alumni or NU alumni. I'm not really sure, but it's got the paw print there. I think this is Nebraska. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's Nebraska University. Is it? I don't know. I don't know American schools. U.S., like the whole school thing and like the team sports and everything, college stuff is just huge. We don't have that feeling here in Canada, but I'm trying to learn a little bit about it. But I did look up this, and that particular tie and ones like it seem to be going for, you know, $30, $40, $50. So worth picking up. Also found this Mountain Equipment Co-op, or MEC as it's known, hat. Nice like trucker style hat. And for a couple dollars, figured I'd pick that up, flip it for like 20 or so. Couple of other boot items here. We've got these LL Bean, these like ducky boots. These are in a men's 10, and they're in really good shape. The only thing is that one of them is missing an insole. So I'll price that accordingly and note it, of course, in my listing. But, you know, these are selling for like $60, $70. So, and a really good sell-through rate. So picked those up. And then one more pair of boots I got here was these, the Kookaburra by Uggs. These don't have as much value as, you know, some of the other like Uggs or whatever, but they're in reasonable condition, and yeah, in pretty good shape. So I figured I'd pick them up, give them a shot. Still the season for it. And then, so I did pick up some hard goods as well this time, and I'll show you what I picked up. I'm gonna do a different cost of goods though, because like some of these items are being lotted up. You'll see what I mean. But I'm not gonna like count these in the same math basically for my cost of goods as I do with the clothing. I'll just do two separate things. But, oh, actually the clothing, let's just talk about that real quick. That was 40 items for about $251, so about a $6.29 cost of goods, average cost. And I think there's somewhere between like $1,650 to $1,700 in resale value. That was just kind of a conservative estimate, throwing numbers out as I was going through the stack. Okay, into the hard goods. We've got this Harley Davidson Santa Christmas ornament, and he's got the Harley jacket on there, and you know, he's got the little like wallet chain kind of deal. This was cool. It did come with a box as well, and this is an actual Hallmark thing. This only cost me $1. I didn't even bother looking it up, because I mean, for $1, like, this has to be worth something, right? It turns out it actually doesn't have a ton of value. Similar listings here in Canada are like, you know, 15, 16 bucks, but hey, $1 into that, and to have a cool item like that in my store, that works for me. I'm not regretting it. So one of the first places we walked into, I saw these like stacks of manga books, and I figured, you know what, I gotta check these out. This one here, this is a 5-book series. There may be more, but this is the first 5 volumes at least of this one called 10 Count. And so I looked it up, and by Rihito Takare. Maybe I'm saying that wrong, I don't know. But I looked this one up, and it had pretty good value. It didn't seem to be selling super quick, but lots of 5 like this were selling for, you know, good value. So even if I have to sit on this, it's okay. I can put it in my bookshelf and turn this. I did pay about $3 a book. So this is a $15 cost right here. But I mean, I believe, if I remember correctly, you know, this was like $60 to $75 or something. So definitely worth it, in my opinion. And then same deal, this was a 6-book series, and this one's called Totally Captivated. And I mean, I don't know anything about these, but they're like teen mangas basically. And this one, I could be mixing these up. I don't know which one was the most valuable. I feel like it was this one. I did just look it up like 12 hours ago, but I don't know anything about this stuff. I think that this one here is the one that had like significant value. Or significantly more value at least, and maybe this lot of 6 was more like $150. So it was worth the, it was good enough that it could justify me buying it and thinking I was gonna times my money by quite a bit, so I went for it. You will have seen recently, or maybe I talked about, it's in my store anyway, these board games that have like a book style, that look like books when they're displayed. We found 2 more of them today. We found this, and these are 1972 copies. This one here is Point of Law, and then this one is Executive Condition, or Executive Decision rather. This one looks like it has everything. We didn't go through it yet, literally just got home a little while ago. This one does appear actually to be missing a piece, like maybe like a game board of some kind. I don't even know for sure. We figured that these ones would probably have a decent value. We did pay $4 each for them. Looking up some comps afterwards, you know, they don't have as much as, say, the other one that is listed now for $90, but should be able to lot these together and maybe do like 40 or something. So $8 into 40, that's pretty good. Even if it's like $8 into 30, honestly, that's fine. I like having cool stuff like this listed, even if it doesn't make the most money. It's still cool to have. So I think that is it. Yeah, altogether, we were out for a long time today. We were out for about 11 hours. because the first store is about an hour and a half away from us. So we went to that one first, worked our way back, but of course we stopped for, you know, something to eat, stopped it, you know, and wanted to like make sure we saw all the places and gave a good look. We also did a couple of other errands in that town that's further away because we don't have a certain store here where we live. So it made for a long day, but I think there's some quality items here, and I'm trying to be very selective. So on one hand, yeah, it's only 40 items. Did all of that for 40 clothing items, but I'm happy with everything that I picked up. Like there's nothing here that I'm like, you know, it's questionable or whatever. So pretty good stuff. And yeah, so we did film it, did film the day, and there's going to be a day in the life coming out. This video is going to drop, this thrift haul video will drop on a Sunday, and on Tuesday will be the day in the life reselling video, where I just kind of show the day and show how things went from start to finish. So if you're into that kind of thing, stick around. In a couple days time you'll have that video to watch as well. So all right, another haul video in the books. I got to get to listing, so I'm going to go. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.